Hello, Jessica Frost-Ballas here with a video for Honeybee Stamps. The Hello Summer release is now live in the shop and it has me in a super tropical mood. Today I've created a card using the fun Tropical Bouquet dies with some ink blending, so let's get started. First I blended my background panel with scattered straw, abandoned coral, and ripe persimmon distress oxide ink. I went back and forth between the colors until I had a smooth blend. I dried it with my heat gun and then trimmed the cardstock down to an A2 panel. Next, I taped the bottom layer of the pineapple lattice stencil over my blended panel and spritzed it with water. I blotted off the excess and then repeated the process until I could see the panel lightening. I removed the stencil, blotted off the excess, and then dried it with a heat gun. Next, I placed the top layer of the pineapple lattice stencil on the panel and applied a thin layer of Moonstone Glimmer paste over it. It's a clear, sparkly paste that picks up the colors below. I could have skipped the bottom layer of water on my stencil, but I think lightening spots of the ink before adding the glimmer paste helped give it a little dimension. I peeled off the stencil and set the panel aside to dry while I cleaned the stencil with a little soap and warm water. While the panel was drying, I worked on the rest of my card. Off camera, I die cut lots of flowers and foliage from the Tropical Bouquet die set with white cardstock. I temporarily adhered the pieces to a strip of purple tape just to make them easier to work with, and then blended distress oxide inks onto the pieces with a sponge dauber. I used the same colors as my background for the flowers, but added a little festive berries for more contrast. I also started by die cutting and blending the hibiscus stamens, but ended up changing my mind and die cut them from gold glitter cardstock along with a few extra leaves. For the foliage, I used Twisted Citron, Mowed Lawn, Pine Needles, and a little bit of Black Soot Distress Oxide ink. I love using daubers for an easy application on small pieces, but you could also press the pieces into an ink pad if you didn't have daubers, or use blending tools. It's a little messier, but equally easy to do. Once I was done blending, I let all the pieces dry completely. While they were drying, I stamped the sentiment from Wish You Were Here on black cardstock with Versamark and heat embossed it with gold embossing powder before die cutting it with a coordinating die. Once the pieces were dry, I adhered the flowers together with liquid adhesive. Then I arranged everything on my panel and adhered them with a mix of liquid adhesive and foam mounting tape. I left some of the sprigs and ends of leaves loose, but made sure the main stems were secure. I love all the shimmer and sparkle combined with those warm tropical colors. It really makes me want to head to a beach with a strawberry daiquiri. If only we all could. And that's it. You can find more information on the products I use in the YouTube description below. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, have a fantastic day and happy crafting. Bye!